This is a demonstration of the capability of the Kollmorgen AKD Direct Drive Servo System. The system comprises an AKD 6-amp servo drive and a D083 direct drive motor with sine encoder feedback. This system can produce torque up to 50 Nm continuous and 160 Nm peak. It can operate at speeds up to 500 RPM. In this setup, there is a customer-supplied load wheel bolted directly to the D083 motor. This motor is called a direct drive rotary, or DDR motor, because the load is directly connected to the motor. There is no gearbox or mechanical transmission as found on conventional servo systems. The motor is driven by Kollmorgen's new AKD servo drive. There is no external controller. All motion control demonstrated here exists inside the AKD servo drive. This is configured to demonstrate the repeatability of the Kollmorgen DDR motor. That is, the ability of the motor to return to the same position time and time again. There is a dial indicator on a steel extrusion that is clamped to the motor base. The dial indicator shows thousandths of an inch, with the numbered scale showing 1, 2, 3 thousandths of an inch. The individual divisions show 10 thousandths of an inch. There is a metal bar clamped to the customer load wheel. The indicator has been adjusted to a 0 reference position. The motor is now commanded to move away from the 0 position and then return to the new 0 position. As you can see, on successive moves, the motor returns to 0 with a variance less than 1 10,000th of an inch. Keep in mind that this is on a 27-inch radius from center. To better understand the accuracy being demonstrated, the motor will be moved away from the 0 and a piece of Scotch tape will be applied to the indicating surface. Now, when commanded, the motor will return to the 0 position, and the indicator shows that the 0 position has moved about 1.6 thousandths of an inch. This is the thickness of the Scotch tape. We can remove the Scotch tape and see that the motor again returns to 0. Now, a force is applied to the customer load wheel to feel the stiffness of the servo system. For comparison, a force can be applied to the steel extrusion holding the dial indicator. It is quite noticeable that the same force applied to the customer load wheel causes less displacement than the same force applied to the steel extrusion. This demonstrates that the servo loop has higher stiffness than the steel extrusion. Lastly, the DDR motor's ability to make very small moves is demonstrated. As you can see, the motor is making 1 10,000th of an inch moves. Keep in mind that each move is 1/16th of the thickness of the Scotch tape. A hand on the load wheel cannot detect this movement. The Kollmorgen AKD direct drive servo systems are used in industry-leading machines where precise motion control is required. These machines include flexographic printing, precise indexing and part placement, precision machining, high-speed turrets, and cut-to-length machines. They're also well-suited to control large inertial loads, since load inertia matching is not required for AKD direct drive servo systems. For more information about Kollmorgen's AKD direct drive servo systems, visit our website at www.kollmorgen.com or contact our customer service at 540-633-3545.